3, 2, 1. I start with the number 3 because that's my favorite number. Okay, today we're gonna go over the idea of giving away your work for free. And if anyone's just getting started in the market of selling something, they're likely going to need to give away something for free. Could be their time. It could be their own personal work. It could be some sort of advice. They're going to have to give something away for free in order to be known. The other option is they pay to become known in the form of advertising, which can get really expensive. So, some people might think, well, doesn't that devalue your brand? No. Because if you're trying to sell maybe $1,000 coat, or you're trying to sell $1,000 course, or $1,000 what have you, you likely need to give away some sort of content or some sort of free sample in order to get people on board. For instance, Chanel No. 5. If you're going to go and get your Chanel No. 5 perfume, well, you can go in and sample it for free. So it's a free sample. Even if it's just them spraying it on you, it's a free experience to at least test out this product. So it could be as small as that, or it could be as big as your own free course that you're giving away in exchange for some sort of an email or what have you. But you need to be in this mindset of giving away your world for free so that you can get people to come into your world. And I really think this is critical because if you don't have an audience, this is the way to build it. Is to genuinely give what you can. And some people think that they have to give away like an entire book, or they have to give away an entire course, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. If you're just trying to get somebody on board, somebody to start following you, a checklist might be all you need. Maybe a how-to on one page is all you need. Maybe just a simple blog article. Maybe a simple video like this, or a podcast if you're listening in. Maybe this is all you need to do to build your audience. So you don't get too caught up in the free stuff that you're trying to put together. Because if you spend a very long time trying to build your free item, then you're slowing down the process of building your audience. You should be able to create your free item within a couple hours, like 2 to 5 hours, and you should have your free item. Don't get too complicated with it. Over time, what I've been doing is, as I'm creating more and more stuff, I'm giving away content that I used to charge for. Maybe it's an older book. I decide, hey, I'm going to sell this now. I had a course, and then I'm thinking, well, now I should just give this away for free. Like, as I'm creating more and more content, I feel like the need to charge on old items is not as necessary, as I'm trying to promote newer products and services that are coming out. So that's my idea of kind of giving away free things. A free chat is a great one. Like if you're a coach or you're trying to sell your services, then giving away a free consultation is a great idea. Now you might struggle to compete with a lot of the other people who are giving away a free consult. So what else can you offer in terms of value? Maybe guides, tutorials, stuff that you're knowledgeable about. You should be able to give that away on your free blog. But a free chat is a way to capture somebody's information, and then maybe they'll be happy to continue to have the dialogue with you and sign you up for your coaching services. And that's what you want to go with. So you can easily set that up on your website. You can have a calendar, and you can get somebody to leave their email in order to book time with you, and then do like a 30-minute session or a 60-minute session, and just provide as much value as you can in that small window of time, and just lay it on. I was chatting with somebody about Amazon ads not too long ago, and it was an hour of incredible knowledge that he passed on to me. And I'm going to look back and say, that's the individual I would want to run my ads down the road. And I would go back to that person. And maybe you don't get the sale right away, but if you gave everything you could in that hour, you gave as much in terms of value, in terms of free value, that person will feel like they should come back to you. And that's what you want to do, is to build this undeniable relationship with people where they will come back. They will absolutely come back in droves. And they'll tell others. They'll say, hey, this individual just spent an hour with me and literally changed my world. You need to check him out, or her. So that's what you need to look at. And like I said, with the perfumes and whatnot, the expensive items and any expensive item, this works really well. The more expensive your item is, the more likely you need to give away a lot more free stuff in order to get them to eventually buy from you. I have like a series of emails that I send out every now and then where I'm just warming people up to eventually spend more and more on me. Without that, I don't know if I'd have that same audience, that same engagement. And you need to nurture your fans into eventually taking the time to acknowledge you exist. And I can't stress it enough. If you have a website and you're not giving away something for free, I would recommend today that you work on building something that you can give away for free. And spend 2 to 5 hours building this out. Do that today and connect it with an email marketing platform so that when somebody leaves their email, they get some sort of a gift in return. I've been testing with like an email automation sequence, which has had pretty good engagement. So I give a series of emails offering different call to actions for each email, but I keep it relatively simple, like little life lessons. So I tried that. But then I'm thinking, I'm a simple individual. I'm very minimalist. So I've cut it down. Now somebody subscribes with me on my website, I just give away a free children's book. And it's a really nice bite-sized children's book that would really brighten someone's day, because I feel like that would be something somebody would want to sign up for. Whereas signing up for a bunch of lessons, as good as it was converting, I thought that having 6 emails was kind of extreme. But if you're more of an e-commerce individual and you're trying to sell lots of clothing, you might find that having 6 emails with a bunch of products is useful, because that's the name of your game. But you'd want to test it out. I wouldn't go beyond 6 or 7 emails though, because then you're just annoying the individual. They just wanted their free item. They didn't want all this other garbage. So I mean, for me, I have a simple setup where I just send a free children's book. And that's essentially it. Like, if somebody's willing to continue following along with me, they can do that. But I'm not trying to push anything on anyone. I'm not saying, hey, now that you got that free book, you have to do X, Y, Z. I don't want to force anyone to do anything. I just want people to enjoy what I'm trying to share with the world. And chances are, you know something. You know something in this world that you can pass on to others. So if you've got some kind of knowledge, you can package that up and send that along. Give that to somebody. I think it's really important that you think about what kind of free items you can give away and do that. But don't get too bogged down. Don't give away a bunch of free stuff up front just so you can try to get an email, because that actually has a law of diminishing returns. Like if you're trying to give away 100 newspapers to someone, well, somebody only needs one newspaper. You try to give them 100, then they might actually just walk away because it's too much. They just need the one. There's no value in having a second newspaper. So don't give somebody like 5 or 6 books right off the bat, because then they're going to be wondering, like, who are you and why are you doing all this? But if you give something simple away for free, then people will be more likely to trust what you're trying to do here, which is just, connect with someone. So give away your free items. I'm actually testing an ad here where I have a free promotion going on through my Amazon, my Amazon listings for all my books. I'm giving away a free book, and then I'm also spending money on ads to promote this free book. So I'm at a loss for this book. I'm literally giving it away for free, and then I'm spending money to sell more of them. So it's a very odd promotion strategy, but I'm thinking, well, so many dollars go into ads for products that cost money. Why not spend money on ads for free products? Because then you get people into your world. Like, I don't want to take anything from anyone. I just want them to enjoy what I'm trying to put out here and enjoy the content. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create what I love. I'm trying to create and do what I love. If there's something I don't enjoy, I don't do it. I just stop and then I move on. And I usually try to give some time before I just leave. But I also have a bit of a short fuse. So if I see like something's not working out, I like to tweak and test it and try to find a better way. So maybe your free item isn't working or it's not doing what you intended it to do. Well, figure out if that free item's good enough, or do you need to tweak it? Do you need to optimize it so that it's better? I don't think giving away more free stuff is necessarily going to work better. I think giving away the right free thing to the right people is going to do wonders. So figure out who your ideal audience is. This is so critical in marketing. Figure out who your ideal audience is, and then maybe define what the free item is based on who your audience is. Like in this particular instance where I'm giving away a free children's book, well, my audience is parents with kids aged 3 to 8, and that's my audience. And ideally, parents that are a little bit more affluent who can afford modern children's books. That being said, my books are really cheap, so anyone can actually pay for them. But I'm not the person who's selling 99-cent books. My books are over $3 a piece. Now that's really nothing. That's really less than the cost of a coffee, which disappears in a few minutes. This is something that you get to keep forever. So it's a little different, but the quality in the story is what I'm trying to share with the world, and the lessons that can be learned from these stories. I think they're really important. Because every book, every free item you give, every experience you offer, every course you provide should create some sort of a feeling. It should cover this. It should cover this missing element in your life. I think that's really important. Because if it's covering a missing element in your life, then this free item perhaps could cover someone else's missing chunk of their life. You're trying to solve someone's problems at the end of the day. And whatever you have should provide a solution. Maybe you're trying to sell your artwork. Why should people buy your artwork? I'm not saying that you should give away your artwork, because that's not going to give any sort of value to what you're doing. But maybe you should give away photos of your artwork on your Instagram, right? So people can actually see what you're doing. That's what I mean by free, but not the actual expensive stuff that you put the time and effort into creating. But why should people buy from you? Why your artwork versus someone else's? Why should I pay an exorbitant amount of money for yours versus someone else's? Tell me your story. I want to feel like I connect with you on a personal level. I want to know who you are. I want to know what struggles you've gone through. I want to know all this stuff. Open me up to your life. Give away your life for free. And then I'll likely become a fan for life. And maybe I'll go to your shows. Maybe I'll buy your books. Maybe I'll buy your artwork. Maybe I'll buy your course. But the only way you're going to get me to sign on and follow you is if you're doing everything you can to win me over. You're going to have to do this time and time again. So I recommend you figure out what that is. And figure out what channel it is you want to distribute this free thing. For me, I'm trying to create a number of different channels serving a number of different purposes, but they're all relatively focused on trying to help others and help others share their story with the world. Now, I myself have stories that I'm sharing with the world, but those stories in and of themselves inspire others to also stand out and share their stories too. And that's why I do them, and that's why I hope people love them, and that's why I hope people tune into me so they can get a taste of this person who's trying to navigate the world. I'm not saying I'm a special person. I'm not saying I'm a guru. I'm not saying I'm anyone with any kind of professional knowledge over anyone else. I'm just a normal person trying to carve out some sort of existence where I am being the best that I can possibly be. Because I feel like that's what everyone deserves, is the best of you. And if you can do that in the term of your free content, then you're going to have fans for life. And that should be your goal. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're enjoying this, I hope you'll subscribe. You'll continue to follow along. I'm not really looking at the stats, maybe down the road, but if there's anyone tuning in, that's awesome. I don't know. I have no idea. But it would be great if people subscribed and liked and shared. And maybe somebody else out there is trying to navigate the world, and perhaps what I'm saying could help them. Because these are almost like my self-therapy sessions. I'm just talking into a microphone, which is much cheaper than going to a therapist. So that's why I'm doing it. Because I feel better when I do this. And I feel better connecting with others. And I feel like this is a great way to do it. And I hope you'll definitely connect with me somehow. And I'm easy to access on social, so you can easily find me. And again, it's really simple to find me. You just go and type in my name, and you'll find it on Google. I have a number of different social platforms I'm on where you can find me easily. You can type in my name.com, so trevorcars.com. Cars is spelled with 2 S's. You can easily find me on there. You can support what I'm trying to do here by checking out some of my books. And if not, that's okay. You can just listen, continue to listen. I do that for a lot of podcasts too. I just listen. I don't even subscribe. I just hop on, and whatever I feel like enjoying, I'll subscribe to it. I have a select few people that I follow, and I'm just grateful that you're even listening to this. So that makes me super ecstatic. You have no idea. It helps keep me up in the mornings, helps keep me up at nights thinking about what I can do to continue to help you. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you and cheers.